Okay, who just watching that thing spin around, watching that thing spinning around. What
Okay, I
you
think we're
so
live.
it's cold
Hello.
outside, but there's heat in the house. What's up with that?
I
Hi,
know, right?
everybody. How are you? Annie Bear, Sonia, Barbara, Hypnicity.
Hi, Hip. Kaylee's here. Frogo Pogo. Hi, Kaylee.
Oh, yay, Kaylee.
Oh no,
Fogo,
the
fogo.
troublemaker's here.
Oh, who let her in?
Hi, John Timoteo. Hi, Barbara
Right?
Heartlove. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Rossi.
Oh
Hi,
my
Old
God.
Windwalker.
I thought this was a newer pair. You know, when you buy the inexpensive ones with the plastic lenses, they deteriorate so fast.
Oh, yeah.
Like
They
within
get
6 months.
scratches.
Yeah. Scratch and just the air.
Oh, and hello and welcome, Zakesh da Campos. Um, we are going to be drawing for readings later. So if you'd like to enter the draw for a reading, please type in hashtag Starseed.
One
Ta-da!
word. That's right.
One word,
Hey,
just Starseed.
who's that Kumo girl?
Oh, that's another mischief maker.
Is that a mischief maker?
Yeah, I see her around the community.
Hello, Miss Pinto.
Hi, Cassie. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Karen Rosenvinch.
Cassie, yeah. Karen.
Yeah. So
Chrissy
today
Murphy.
is the
Tinkerbell.
Starseed. Hi, Tinkerbell. As you can see from the keyword and from the thumbnail and the title, we are doing Starseed Galactic Akashic Records readings. So we will be reading just the Galactic Akashic Records. So if you've had past lives or questions about um, history, your history about in the galactic realm, you can type in hashtag Starseed, and then we will draw randomly through the giveaway tool for winners later. When your name is called, please make sure that you type in your question so we can answer it. We'll take turns answering your questions. Hi, Kat. Hi, Jax. Thank you so much for posting the links. Yes, please make sure that you are subscribed to both of our channels. We
Yes,
do
yeah.
this every other week or every fortnight.
And thank you, Annie Bear, also. All of you for being such good moderators and all of you
Yeah.
great chatters as well.
Okay.
Okay. Cat.
One, two, true. Hello and welcome.
1, 2, true.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yes, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And if you have any friends who's interested in star seeds and getting to know their past lives in other star systems, make sure that you share this video. I'll let them know that we are here so they can find us.
Yeah.
Hello, Salema with Enna? With Enna? I hope I didn't butcher butcher the pronunciation. Okay. I think we
I'll
have
open the records.
yes, please. We have good enough entries.
All right. All right. We shall do that. Let me see if I can cast more light on things around here. That always helps. All right. So let us open by taking 3 deep breaths, and you know the routine, hold at the top. We are surrounded by divine white light and divine grace of Source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us as we create a sacred space and call forth our angels, our guides, our beings of light and Akashic record masters. Assist us now as we bathe in the grace and the highest truth and the highest frequency and vibration of light and love. Allow us to receive what is needed for our greater good and the greatest healing, and the greatest of these for all of humanity. Blue star sun, we ask for the guiding light from you to aid our ability to see, read, heal all that the records have for us. For everyone here now, and for anyone who shall come back to watch the replay, the records are now open. How do you do? How do you do?
That
Anybody
feels good.
feeling this these crazy solar flares we're having?
Yeah, it's the same for me. This week has been rough and brutal.
Yeah. Brutal.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It felt very tired. Even though it's not time to get tired yet, like in the morning
Yeah.
after waking up. What is up with that? And then I realized, oh, it's the solar flares again. Suddenly it all made sense. So
Well,
I hope everyone is doing good and taking care of yourselves today.
you know, I always see things in rocks and their patterns and images that are in the rocks. And I've been going crazy with the coronal mass ejections and the coronal holes and all the
Hmm.
things that are on the sun. At one point, that great big huge one looked like the Monopoly guy with his big old handlebar mustache and big grin. The only thing that was missing was his top hat. Even his eyes
Yeah.
looked right. And then with this most recent one, there isn't a coronal mass ejection. The holes are very large, but it's like they're beginning to merge. And there was
Oh.
Stefan Burns had a film out where it showed the progression of these holes. And I swear to you, it looked like, at first, it looked like a football player, and it's the like a quarterback sneak, like he's going to hand it to the guy behind him, and instead, or hand it to the quarterback, and instead he hands it off, and then he takes it and he turns it to the front and he hands it to the guy on the front line, one of the defense guys, so nobody knows that this guy is running with the ball, and then he makes the pass. and and then when you really looked at it, then it looked like, you know, an old lady with a great big chef bonnet on, the big old Pillsbury Doughboy, and she's putting bread into the oven. And because it was a video and it was moving, it was like a whole cartoon being
It's
animated.
like a story.
Yeah, it set the story. It was definitely a story.
We are getting comments that yes, it has been brutal, overwhelming, emotional roller coaster, and yes, it's better today, Pam. But it hit me a lot the other day for us. So
Yeah.
Fogo Pogo has also been feeling it. Solar flares have been hard, anxiety feeling in the body high, all over the body pain, but at least I'm aware of where it's coming from so can manage it. Yes. Hello, Lulu.
Yeah, and then I stay up all night
Yeah.
because I've been dragging all day and I've like nodded off 30 times. 30 times 10 minutes gives you a couple of hours of a nap in there.
Yeah. Okay, Annie Bear. Annie Bear is walking. So
All right.
thank you for bringing us with you. And hello
Yeah.
to the people who just came in. Hi, Angela. Hi, Lulu. Hi, Sunnyland. Hi, Bernadette this year.
And
Okay, I
Annie, I
think.
hope you find some beautiful moss.
Oh yeah, I've been looking at her pictures that she posts. They're very lovely.
Yes. Yes. The Pacific Northwest.
Hmm. Oh, so Sophie is also here. Hi, Sue. Okay, I think it's time for us to draw for readings. There are our. There we go. Let's draw for 4 people. Oops. I just realized you weren't added on the screen.
Hypnicity said Mother Earth has a bun in the oven.
A bun in the oven.
Yeah, you got that right, Jax. It's a solar bitch.
Kelly Lee. Congratulations, and please type in your question.
Hi, Amethyst. How are you?
Hi, Al.
Mary Thornberry, good to see you.
Angela underscore underscore underscore.
Yay.
Congratulations, and please type in your question.
Harley.
Harley's here. Hi, Harley.
Haven't seen you for a while. Well, I did notice you in a chat a couple days ago. I think on the Dream Show, weren't you?
Hi, 12 True. Congratulations, and please type in your question. And last for this round, J Cat Lady.
Hello, Cat Lady. When did you sneak in? And the Warrior Widow is here.
Hi, Warrior Widow.
And Tanya. Am I reading that right?
Tainita. Tainita's here. Angela says, yay, I'm here, but I don't know my question. Okay, let's give people an idea of what they can ask. You can ask about your significant past lifetimes or galactic past lifetimes or your star of origin. Or if you're looking into starseed types and one resonates with you, you can ask, have I had a past lifetime as this? For example, a Syrian or a Pleiadian? You can ask those kinds of questions. Or if you suspect that there's something that's connected with a past lifetime galactically that is like a trauma or a fear, you can also ask about that. So yeah, I got Kalili's question. Did I say that correctly? Kalili. Okay, so we're still waiting for Angela, 12 True, and JCat Lady's question. Also, everyone, please let me know if my sound is okay. Okay, I got Angela's question and 12 True's question, so we're still waiting for JCat Lady. So while we're waiting for JCat Lady's question, why don't you take this question, Diana? You're still muted, I think. You're still muted. There we go.
Thank you, Harley. That's what I was saying first. Thank you. Thank you. It's okay. It's quite all right. You're easy to be kind to, darling. All right. Kalili. Hi, can I please ask what a significant galactic lifetime connected to this lifetime and that I'm on is, and how it contributes to what happened to it and how it contributes to my core purposes here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so first they're showing me your solar plexus, which is the center of the core, right? Central to both the above and the below, from the root to the sacral to the solar plexus to the heart to the throat to the third eye, and above and below. Now, they are showing me a Donana. Now, Autodon is the god of pestilence. And they are showing me your zeta reticuli past that held you in a state of fear. desperation, futile wanting, futile desire for betterment, to get out of the rut, to get out of the hole, to get away from it, and to go someplace else. And the sensation of being trapped and nothing that you can do about it. They're showing that you had been enslaved. In this is affecting you in this lifetime. Where do you feel that you have no power? This is the reason why. Because of that continual battle to just get by. Zeta Reticuli is a very tough place. It was, reptilian when it was at its worst, right? And what you have to do is stand it in its face. That fear does not have to be haunting you and following you through lifetime after lifetime. You did survive, you did get on past it, and you did get off the planet and into another planet. It shook its dragon's mane and threw everything off and threw everybody in often opposite directions from where they were into a better future life. So allow your soul to stand tall and firm and face those fears, and they will stop haunting you in this lifetime as well as the next lifetimes to come. So I hope that helps you. And yes, the enslavement is a deep primal fear in my cells. Yeah, I can feel it from here, hon. Where is my lens cleaner? I can feel it from here. It was shaking. Are you shaking now? Is your inner core shaking right now? You are going to be fine.
Yeah.
So I hope that helps you.
The Zetas, or the gray aliens as we know them now, Reticuli had many factions. And some of those factions allied with the reptilian draconians at some point in our history. And there were good Zetas as well. A lot of
Yes.
people put Zetas in a bad light, but they
Yeah.
didn't know that, there are factions. And some of those good factions were left there and
Right.
really went into slavery. So a lot of the challenges that come from that kind of lifetime, that has to do with enslavement, is right now living a life of freedom. So do whatever you feel is bringing you freedom and bringing you joy, Khalid.
Let me draw a dragon card for her so that
Yes, please.
she can. Okay. Ooh, I'm going to say that
Callie says
they do it.
they're shaking.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, here we have freedom and resources. Two cards. Two cards. Oh, I love this. That's, look at this ship. Isn't that an amazing ship? Talk about chariots of the gods, right? This is the freedom card, breaking the chains that had you enslaved. And this is just about resources, your inner knowledge, your inner wisdom, your inner strength. You have your own natural resources to continue on and get past all of this. So I hope that helps you.
And Callie, or Callie Lee, if this is something that you want to be cleared, I checked the what trapped emotion is making you shake right now, and the trapped emotion that I got that's trapped in your solar plexus is dread. So there's still remaining dread If you'd like this to be cleared, please type in yes in the chat. We can do a clearing for you. Again, it's
Very-
dread, and I feel it in my solar plexus. So it's in
Yeah,
your solar plexus. That's
yeah,
why
I'm
you're still
feeling
shaking.
it too.
Yeah. And Kali is saying yes. So that's clear. I'll use this pendulum and I call in the Akashic Records Masters and Archangel Metatron. Please clear this trapped emotion of dread from Kali's physical body, their energy body, in all timelines, in all lifetimes, in the past, present, and future, for Kali's highest good, the highest good of all, and the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Masters, Archangel Metatron, we ask that this trapped emotion be cleared. And it's done. So I hope that helps, Kali.
You know, I stuck these two cards back in this deck and I was shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. They were put in randomly, not next to each other. When you started the healing, I looked at the bottom of the deck and the resources card is right there again. Fantastic.
Because to many draconians and grays, some grays, it was a battle for resources.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good. Oh,
Karen Rosenvinge says, I heard that the gray are us from the future where they chose to go the technological way and lost their ability to procreate. I don't know about that because they have been a part of our galactic history for a very long time.
you know, I'm not all convinced about that myself. I'm no, I don't think we're coming back here to see us.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the future me.
Okay. Next question is from One Two True. I'll take this question. Amazing. Yay. I'd like to know about a past life that might contribute to my greatest gifts here. Okay. Where is this? Is this somewhere in the Pleiades? In Merope? Or Taygeta? I'm seeing houses that are like shaped like igloos, but they're white and they have like cute little roofs. So I've seen this before, and that's in Pleiades. So I asked specifically where in Pleiades, and they told me that you were from or you had a past lifetime in Taygeta. And they're bringing this lifetime up because Taygeta is known for technological advancement. So they're really good at making new appliances, new ships for transportation. So I'm going to zone in on the lifetime that you had in Taygeta. What kind of spiritual gifts did you bring? You are an innovator or an alchemist. You see potential in many things. Like I'm seeing you building a gadget in your past lifetime in Taygeta. And how your brain processes it is you see all these gadgets and you think of ways on how to integrate them so they can make something new that will be helpful for humankind. But they're also telling me like the downside of this gift that you have, one two true, is that you also see this in people, that you see their potential but not their current self. Like I see the potential in you, we can be this, we can be that. And so sometimes it results into a disappointment within that person because for in your perspective, they're not living up to their potential. So it can cause disappointment, is what the Akashic Records masters are telling me. But it is a gift that you have, and it is a reminder that they are giving you to see the people as they are right now and not just see their potential. Because it's one of the like toxic traits of Pleiadians in general. We see people's best qualities, even though they're not there yet. We know they have the potential to be like that person, but they're not there yet. And so we stick around and stick around, even though, we're at our limits and they have crossed our boundaries over and over. So I believe this is why the Akashic Records masters are bringing this up to remind you to look at the person as well in their present form or in their present self. So I'm just looking for comments from them, feedback or anything. And they're saying, I understand this totally because I am always envisioning the future and people's future timelines. But the present gets me disappointed by their present version. Yeah, I understand that. And it is, again, a toxic trait that many Pleiadians actually have. Um, so, yeah, it is a reminder to see people as they are right now. So, I hope that helps. 1, 2, true. And thank you so much for letting us read for you and for your feedback. Oh, hello to the people who just came in. Hi, Alani J888. Hello. As we heal each other, Piaret. Hi, Piaret.
Yes, and I saw Gerald come in too. That's in fact how I knocked your thing off by mistake.
Did we click something at the same time?
Well, I posted Gerald, and that's how I
Oh,
knocked yours off.
Gerald is here. Hi, Gerald. I will be reading with Gerald later. We will have this very fun, unhinged show called
It's
The Fart
so much
Show.
fun.
It's going to be a fun topic as well. It's called Posterior Release, Posterity's Relief. So we will be talking about ancestral traumas. So if you want to release some later, please join us. I will be joined by Linda de Gonzalez and Gerald Tarot Stash. Okay, so this question is for you,
Okay.
Diana from Angela.
Hi, Angela. What is a significant past life that is helping me right now? A significant past life. I'm seeing that you have crystal keys. They they look like old skeleton keys, but they're definitely made out of like diamonds. Strong materials that are able to unlock the biggest of padlocks without doing damage. And I see that we have Danu coming in, and this is the second time she's shown up for me today. I was meditating and she came in, so you're the reason why. She is the mother of creation, the mother of birth, and we are, in the Imalk season, where it is time for the birthing of lambs and the beginning of life. In uh, many Native American cultures, we call this the month of popping trees because the little tiny buds start to push the ancient oak leaf off the branch and the new flowerets come in. Many different types, not just oaks. So you were on. Well, I'm seeing two. I'm seeing two planets. So the keys came from Lyra. You had taken them with you, and you were in the explosion, as so many of us were, and survived through that. From there, you went to Sirius A, Sirius B, then to Earth. You were on Sirius C also, but that was not a good experience. That was another exploding experience. And that one was with machinery. It had something to do with the job that you were doing. And I see you were pregnant at the time it happened. So you were a female in that life. They are showing me that you need to get into, you're back into the creation pattern that you have been in. What is it that, what is the art that you have a blockage on right now? I don't think it's writing. I see paintbrushes, calligraphy, artistic writing, but not journaling. Something more dramatic is an art fashion. Altered art journaling. That you should get back into that. That if you're if you haven't been doing it recently, you did do it in the past. They're showing me the laying down of paper. So you would put paint in stripes that would be floating on oil. And then you have a tool that is comb like, and you would drag it through the paint just to create these zigzagged lines, and then maybe drag it the other way. And then you lay the paper down on top of that and pull it up, and there's your print on the paper. And they're showing me that you were doing this in an old art form in the 1400s, 1500s, when books were very fresh and young. And each page was hand formed and each page was hand printed. So there is a connection between the writing, but it is more about the calligraphy and the paint. So I hope that helped. You used to draw a lot more. There you go, because that's certainly a form of it. Calligraphy is definitely drawing. I'm glad you like that, Angela. Yes, get back into it, explore it, explore some things that you haven't looked at for a long time. I hope that helps.
Diana, you also mentioned Sirius. And
Uh-huh.
Angela says, I also play piano and sing.
Ah,
That makes sense because there are a lot of Syrians who are well versed in vibration
yeah,
and vibrational healing specifically.
yeah,
So it makes sense that you play piano and sing.
yeah. Like partial long-term goals come from this as well. So, thinking of you doing things with printing and calligraphy at a time when everything was handwritten, each page was handwritten. That's a long-term goal because it's 2 years to write one book. I don't see you doing the Bibles, but I'm like books of magic and things of that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Angela, for letting us read for you. And
Yeah.
next is a question for me from JCat Lady, who is asking, I would love to know my past lifetime. So I'm going to check for a galactic past lifetime that you had that is most significant for you to know in this moment. was this in Lyra? I'm seeing a lot of nature, so I'm asking the Akashic Records if this was Lyra, and I'm getting a yes on this. You had a past lifetime in Lyra, which means you're a very old soul. It's one of the most, or the oldest civilizations galactically. I'm going to see where you are because all I'm seeing like are animals. I'm seeing a deer-like creature or animal. Okay, where is Jagat Lady, please? Or Avalon. Avalon. So they're telling me that this was in Avalon, or one of the planets in Lyra. And you took care of those animals. That's why they're showing it to me. You fed them daily. I feel like this was your job during that time. And there were many farmers there, but your role and your job specifically during that lifetime was just to take care of animals, to make sure that they are fed. I mean, they can hunt on their own, but you just like spending time with them. That's why you do it. In that lifetime, you were a male being, a Nordic male being. And I'm seeing you very tall and very muscular. And you were just feeding the birds and feeding those deer animals. It was a very peaceful time in your existence. Okay, how is this significant to this lifetime, Masters? They're telling me that it's significant because you find solace and peace in nature. And they're reminding you that whenever things feel chaotic and you need some time to rest, that you can do that in nature and in the presence of animals. Because animals are your friends. You connect well with animals. I feel like you can also communicate with them telepathically. Like you know what they're thinking is what they're showing me. So I hope that helps, JCat Lady. And thank you for letting us read for you.
It's awesome.
Oh, they're saying, yes, I love the nature. Okay, it's time for us to draw for another set of readings. So if you haven't done it yet, you only need to do this once. If you've entered the keyword a while ago, you don't need to do it anymore. But if you haven't done it yet, please type in hashtag Starseed to enter the draw for readings.
Aaron Nugent is here. Hello, hello.
Hi, Aaron. Okay. And the next winner is
It will be
Sutofi. Sutofi, congratulations. And please type in your question. Next is Kaylee Fogo Pogo. Congratulations, and please type in your question.
Yes, Aaron. Calligraphy is amazing to watch.
Speaking of Aaron, Aaron won. Aaron, congratulations, and please type in your question. Last for this round, we have Tainita. Tainita, congratulations, and please type in your question. So I have Sutofi's question. We're still waiting for Tainita, Fogo Pogo, and Aaron. Okay, I got your question, Kaylee.
Are they here?
Um,
Tanita? I see Tanita's here.
yeah, Tinita's here, so we're just waiting for them to type their question. And we're waiting for Erin. I think Erin is still here.
Yeah.
Okay, while we're waiting for them to type their question, we can start with Sutofi's question for you, Diana.
Okay. Hi, Sue. You said my star soul origin is from Lyra. As a blue being, old soul, can you please tell me why I am still on my journey? P.S. I'm this life. My name is
S-
Young Su. Okay.
Is it Youngsu or Su Young? Youngsu.
Asian name?
I think it's Korean. I know Su Youngs, but I first time I heard of Youngsu.
Okay. 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 Let's see. Oh, Young Su. Okay, so they're showing me the crown chakra. And you have an Egyptian guide. Hathor is coming in for you, my dear. Um, this is about mediation and finding balance and ridding the confusion through that mediation, that finding balance. And that the one way to do that is to break the linear thinking. Your lifetimes don't necessarily follow the sequence you think they're following. It's not an age progression. It is not linear. Time is an orb and you can go anywhere. You want to be like you can be in the future, the last life, and in the past, this life. You see, because you can go anywhere you want. It is open season when you are traveling from one lifetime to another. The soul picks and chooses where the contract needs to be signed in order to learn the lesson that needs to be learned in order to find the balance so that in the next lifetime you come back with a open karmic advantage, a pureness of thought, an innocence that we all should enter the earth with, that we all should enter the realms with. So that linear thinking is an old Zeta past life kind of thing, or old earth kind of thing, where those who want to have power over us, you have to be at work at 8, you have to go to school by 7, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to be in school, you only get 12 weeks off and in the summer, and that 6 weeks are supposed to be spent with one parent, and your parents are divorced, so the other 6 goes with the other parent. That is linear thinking. People can work these things out for themselves. That linear thinking is used to keep the balance in the power structure that others want in order to be able to get what they want out of the situation. So when people find their own balance through the help of Hathor, when you get your own balance that way, you'll have a better understanding of the back and forth that doesn't follow a timeline, because time doesn't have a line. Does that make sense? And I hope that that has helped you, Sue.
Thank you, Diana.
Do you have
And
anything you want to say about that, Di?
is Young the your surname, Sue? Because when you were asking about your name, I was getting a feeling it's to pay homage to your soul family. who also incarnated in your bloodline, your birth, yeah, I mean your biological bloodline. So I don't know if Young is a family name or it's Young Su or Su Young, because I know there's also this tradition of naming in the Korean culture where you name someone based on like the lineage, the generation. I'm not very well versed in how on what the rules are, but I'm getting it's to pay homage to your soul family. That's why you
Well,
took on the name.
I
Oh,
think
your
she's saying
first name
she
is
chose.
Youngsu.
My first name is Young Su.
Youngsu.
That's the whole name.
Oh, that's
My
very cool.
full first name, not family name. Okay, cool.
Mhm. But I hope that helps. And thank you for letting us read for you, Satofi.
And
So
so is toffee like because you like the candy?
I love Tofi too.
Like
Next question.
walnuttos and nutty squirrels and saltwater taffy?
Next question is from Pogo Pogo, Kaylee. Can you give me any more information on the past life or parallel life with my twins? So I think these are the twin offsprings. I'm just going to see, is this from a parallel lifetime? I'm getting this is more of a parallel lifetime for you, Kaylee, and this was in Pleiades, specifically in Alcyone. So I'm going to see more if I can get more information or even contact the twins. There's something about Alcyone that they chose, and you specifically. And it has something to do about creativity. Your twins are very creative souls. Like I'm seeing them playing with the water. Like there's a fountain in Alcyone that they're showing me, and the twins are just playing with them. I'm seeing them small. And they chose you as their mother because they tell me you're showing them the way on how to create things. And Alcyone also provides them good support for that because there are many artists and singers in Alcyone. So they want to incarnate in an environment where they can develop their gifts. And I'm asking them, like, how did she give birth? Why did you give birth to the twins in Alcyone? And the answer that I got is just to spread love because she wanted to spread love. And there needs to be like an object of love. Like in the sentence structure, there needs to be an object. There needs to be people to receive that. And so they were born. And your role in their life is to support them in owning their gifts. But when I ask about the gift, they're kind of vague about that. They just say they are very creative. I think it's because they're still developing their gifts. So they're not really giving me much. Oh, Kaylee says, I love water myself, so I love that. Yeah, I think they got that from you. They were playing in the like a square or a plaza where there's a big fountain, and they were sitting around that fountain. They were sitting beside each other and playing with water. So I hope that helps, Kaylee. And thank you so much for letting us read for you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Zakisha. Or Zakish.
Yes, Fogel, Kaylee says, I do love spreading love. And, whenever I watch you or whenever I see you, I just feel that way about you. It's like, I need to give my sister a hug.
Yeah. Kelly, you do give off that very positive energy.
Yes, very. And Aaron, what is it you're making with graham crackers and pretzels?
Ooh.
Cereal?
Okay, since you're talking with Erin, this question is for you, Diana.
Okay. Hi, Aaron. Please tell me about my last out of this world life or the most influential. Okay. Okay. Vega is coming in. And in this Vega, you were a wanderer. You were in eternal servitude. You wandered around just to find joy. Um, that there was this incompleteness inside of you, this unbalance that was inside of you, that you were trying to fulfill. Now, so because you felt all of this, you knew what balanced energies were like because you knew you didn't have that. You were aware of that. And part of that is because of the primal fear that you were a survivor of a reptilian attack. Not all reptilians and Dracs are evil, but you happen to have been in one attack where it has instilled you with this primal fear. It is still with you today. So there, I see a body. This would have been your human form, not your human form. I want to say you're a tall, white, blue skin. So you're a hybrid of some sort. And you have scars from this battle that you had survived. It's as if the soul itself has not yet found a place to rest. Do you feel this wandering with you now? Do you feel this there's something more? It's not that you can't be fulfilled or that you're not satisfied, but you know that there is something more. Is this traveling with you now? You still have it. I do more searching than finding. Thank God for plants and flowers. Yep, okay, I got you there. They are my peace. Then stick to that. That is where you are finding your balance. That primal fear is lost in watching growth. And what better way to watch life than the rejuvenation from one season to the next as plants metamorphose from a seed into a plant to the flowering that produces more seeds that gives way to the autumn and the winter. Even if you're not in a very cold climate, that doesn't mean that the plant doesn't have a season. It has a flowering season and it has a season where there's just leaves and then they begin to shrivel and die back. Even evergreens have a dormant time. So I'm so glad that is ringing true with you. It's very, very plain as day. What's the movie? There's a movie that I can liken this figure that I see. It's not the big friendly giant. Is it The Witch in the Wardrobe? Where there's this one character who's just out of sorts. He's like a last giant. It's not the big friendly giant. It's the last giant, and he is a wizard and he is very friendly. and yet he has this bad reputation, so he hides a lot. Winter is hard for you emotionally. Aaron, I understand for it is for a lot of people. But this is something for all to cling to. When you have a hard time with the gray days of winter, remember, we are not supposed to live in summer 24/7. We are not supposed to have daylight. Even when you live in Alaska or the North Pole or the South Pole, there is still there's still a moment of darkness. It in Some of those balances may have come, or imbalances may have come from a past life. Oh, of course, a past life where you were wandering the Bering Straits, the frozen Bering Straits on this planet. Wow, I hope that this is helping you with this. But just know that gray days of winter are permission to hibernate. Plants must do it, you must do it too, in some way, shape, or form. So I hope that helps you.
Thank you so much, Diana, and thank you, Aaron, for letting us read for you. Okay, for me, this is a question from Tinita1246, who's asking, I'd appreciate knowing if I have gone through and currently going through related to past lives, karmas perhaps. Okay, since we're doing Galactic Akashic Records, I'll look for a past lifetime from that is out of this world or out of the earth that is currently affecting you the most right now, Tainita. You had a past lifetime as a mermaid, Tainita, in Hadar or in Beta Centauri. So one of the qualities, the physical qualities that Beta Centaurians have that we carry here on Earth is that we have big puffy hairs. So I don't know what you look like, but it's a quality that both Diana and I have. We have big puffy hairs. It's kind of unruly. And it's a Beta Centaurian trait that we bring with us. But I'm seeing you were a mermaid in your lifetime there. You were a female mermaid. So you weren't a hybrid. You were a mermaid in Beta Centauri. I'm going to see like how is this affecting your lifetime on Earth right now? They're telling me that in Beta Centauri, you valued family and community in a top tier way. Like they were your priority. So you were very connected with your family and your community in your lifetime there. Are you a people person, Tainita? And if you're not, I just feel like you need connection with community because they're bringing this up. Like you are surrounded by people. It makes you feel alive, is what they're telling me. Your connection with people and the relationships that you share with them is what makes you feel like you're alive and part of this world. Tainita is saying yes, very much. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you for letting me know that I'm on the right track. Okay, how is this affecting her? A part of the reason why you incarnated on Earth, aside from you wanting to help raise the vibration of humanity, is also because here on Earth you get to experience the opposite of that. You being alone, you being in isolation, and you're trying to figure out, okay, who am I? Am I still myself even when I'm away from people? It's a part of the challenge that you decided to take on out of curiosity and trying to get to know yourself better. And they're telling me that when you feel tired, you can always go back to your family and your community, your friends, because it's what charges you. And the Akashic Records Masters are reminding you of that. It is part of your strength and part of your like soul quality that you have, that you feel recharged whenever you feel like you're a part of the family or community. So that is a trait that you got from Beta Centauri. And Tainita says, yep, I like to pull back often. So you get to experience like different sides of the spectrum. So I hope that helps, Tainita, to know that you came from that place and that's how it is affecting you right now. So thank you for letting us read for you.
Yes.
Oh, we're done.
Wow.
Do we still have time for more?
Yeah. You
Or
do a couple more?
let's do two more so we can have like 10.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, everyone.
And then,
If you haven't entered the hashtag or the keyword yet, it's hashtag Starseed. So we'll draw for two more. If you've entered it already for previous rounds, you don't have to enter it again. But okay, well, let's draw for two more. When your name is called, again, please type in your question. Cassie Reiki, congratulations, and please type in your question. And last for this episode, we have Anya Ashdown. Anya, congratulations, and please type in your question. So while we're waiting for people to type their question, for Anya and Cassie to type in their question, please make sure that you are subscribed to both of our channels. Our details are in the description and they are being very kindly posted by the mods. Thank you so much for all your help, mods.
right.
We do this every fortnight. So if you missed your chance today, you can catch our future shows. We do this together every fortnight, but we do have solo shows as well that are coming up.
Well, and if you would like a personal reading or
Yeah.
want to know your starseed lineage, Diane is excellent
Oh, thank
at,
you.
at discovering your lineage, as well as giving you a private reading, which I do as well. And we both do all kinds of things.
Yeah. If you'd like to book a private reading with either of us, our details are also in the description below and are in the video description. And they are also being posted again by the wonderful mods. Thank you so much, Jax, for posting it. Okay, I got their questions.
You have both of them? Oh, we do. Okay.
Okay. This is a question from Cassia Reiki for you, Diana.
Okay, doke. Hi, Cassie. What is my origin star system? I've been told I'm a star seed, but feel so connected to Mother Earth. Andromeda is the first one that comes to mind. It is very close to Earth, and it is the beehive community. And though Earth is not behaving such for the past 24,000 years, we're about to get back on track with that beehive community. And so Andromeda, I believe, is your starseed of origin. Beta Centauri, Apollonia, one of the stars in Orion's belt, but I'm not getting a clear image of that. Perhaps you hopped from all of them. I'm not really sure on that. But part of this is this connection that you have to Mother Earth is the feeling of that root chakra. And that it's amazing how many times I've seen a chakra light up. And for you, it's the root chakra, which is connected, gives me that feeling that that Andromeda seed was the first seed for you. Um, you had something to do with King Arthur, as well as being able to be a star seer in the past, as an Andromedan. You had that skill. You were able to pop the seed into the earthling. You popped the seed into Arthur, his lineage, what brought the Pendragons out to be. So your connection to Earth is like so many of us who have come from the beyond. We carry some trauma with us from the wars, the Orion battles, and all of the fights that have been in the battles of all the star systems. It's not just Earth itself that does these things. For when we think of Lyra, it was just a thought in this great big pinky in the brain prism, and one thought was, well, no, somebody has to be in power, and that drove all the rest of them nuts, to where the prism itself exploded, imploded, exploded, and the shards went everywhere to all these different star systems, of which we know here on Earth that we are stardust. We are billion-year-old carbon, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. And if you think there's a song attached, well, of course there is. So I hope that helps you. And Andromeda is a good place to start.
Thank you so much, Diana, and thank you, Cassie Reiki, for letting us read for you.
Right. Thank you, Cassie. And Akashic Masters.
Yes. So, next question, and the last for this episode, is from Anya Ashdown, who is asking, what in any starseed life is affecting me now? I find myself holding back instead of moving forward. Okay, I'm going to see. And ask the Akashic Records, what is influencing your lifetime right now from your galactic lifetimes? Was this in Orion? Or Zeta Reticuli? Okay, show me more, please. Where is her origin? Can you tell me where she incarnated originally from that lifetime you're showing me? Orion. The belt stars are outside. So Anya, what they were showing me was a Zeta Reticular lifetime. You weren't originally from there. You weren't a gray alien. But they showed me that you were from Orion, actually. Bellatrix or Origo? Betelgeuse. You were from Betelgeuse in Orion originally. And Betelgeuse is one of the chaotic places in Orion because it's outside of the belt stars, which is the most peaceful part. It's run by the Galactic Empire or the Draconian Empire during the time that you were incarnated, and you were sold to the gray aliens. You were kind of a slave, but they were also they were experimenting on you genetically as well. Part of the reason why the gray aliens were abducting people, and I saw this question a while ago, why they abducted people. is because they lost the ability to procreate. And so they were studying different species and making hybrids. At least back then, they did that so their lineage can continue because they are going extinct if they continue on like this, that they can procreate. So it's a part of the deal that they struck with the Dracos, the Draconian Empire. So that's why you were sold to the gray aliens. And it's influencing you right now in many ways. I feel it in my heart. They're just so scared. There's a lot of fear in my heart or in your heart because you didn't know how long you're going to survive. And I'm seeing you like a child when this happened. And they're telling me that it's kind of a spiritual PTSD, why you can't move forward. Because you feel like when you do something that you really want, that there's someone who's going to take you, punish you. Because again, you lived a life of somewhat like slavery. You were always behind bars in that particular lifetime. And your challenge today is to break free and really look at life and see what makes you feel free. This is a challenge for many Orion starseeds. And it's the same for you, Anya. Okay, how can they best move forward? How can Anya best move forward? And I'm hearing believe in yourself. This is something that the Akashic Records masters and your guides both are saying, to believe in yourself. You are no longer in chains. You can start afresh. It is difficult, but you can take one step at a time. Follow your joy. Follow what brings you joy. What makes you feel free is what I'm hearing. So I hope this helps, Anya. And thank you for letting us read for you.
I pulled a card for her. And the card that came up is choice. And it's about understanding consequences that helps you make a choice. So understand that you have a choice to move forward and you can make it in this lifetime. Right? We have Rahu and Ketu here, the north node and the south node, and how it affects us. And it's is it the Ouroboros, or do we bite our own tail to bite our face? Right? It's a two-headed dragon. Yeah, I think you're absolutely, you hit the nail on the head. I could see that whole thing playing out while you were talking about it.
It was a difficult lifetime.
Yeah.
So I'm not seeing any comments from Anya, but that is the last of our reading for today. Oh, you're very welcome, Anya.
Yeah. 75 tick. No, I'm 76. I'm older than you, and there's no clock ticking. You're only as old as you feel, and I refuse to feel it. And now I pulled two cards for everybody here for the collective.
Okay.
And I absolutely love this because we have the white dragon, and I'm looking at this. It's the Signet. I think it's the constellation of Signet. It's wisdom, and it's all about asking questions. And look at this beautiful white dragon. And yes, we were here asking questions. And the confirmation about this inner wisdom that you all have is the fact that we've got the gray card of knowledge. And look at how kingly, with that bowl on his head that is filled with all of the knowledge. So You have a greater understanding of yourself than you think.
Anya is saying 25 then. Yes. If you feel like 25, you're 25. So I'm
Where did
pulling
that go? Where did
I'm
that
pulling
go?
a card for the collective as well. Get this one. Okay. The card that I pulled for everyone is reversed roles. And it says live your own traditions, values and norms. I think this is one of the recurring messages for this batch or this session, to live our own traditions, values and norms, because in the past there were things that were holding us down, but now we're free to do whatever we want. So live our lives the way we want it. Follow what we want.
And I see that Garnet popped in. Hello, Garnet. How are you? And Sue Helen. Who else did we miss along the way here?
There,
Cheryl.
hi
Hello.
Cheryl. Tina
Tina.
Bobina. Yes, you have missed the drawing. We just did our last reading for today.
Yeah,
So Diana, would you like to close the records?
I sure will. So as we began, let's close by taking those same three deep breaths. Please place us in a steady stream of divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and divine grace. Michael, wrap your blue bubble of protection around us that shrinks to fit as we step into the healing teal green orb of Raphael that floats and shares and spreads and transfers. The divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and divine grace, for all those who are here and for all those who may watch afterwards. This healing is for all of us as we send it out through the universe and all its beings. So mote it be. Thank you for these messages from the hallowed halls, sacred texts, and divine masters of the records, and as well as our own guardians and our old guides. The records are now closed. Yes. I like the way you did that. As Mr. Rogers would say.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Diana, where can people find you?
Where can people find me?
Yeah, for the next days, what will you be doing?
So Sunday night, Valerie and I will be together at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're doing a couple of Sundays in a row, because the astrological energy is off the charts. As you now, Uranus is going forward too, so we've got all of these things happening, and Neptune and Saturn will soon be at 0 degrees of Aries together, holding hands in a new forward journey for all of us. So we've been doing that. And then on Tuesday, I don't think I have a show Monday. I'll have to check on that, but I don't think I have a show Monday. Tuesday, we'll be back on the Akashic Records at 5 p.m. Eastern with Linda De Gonzalez and Viviani Heller. And then the Dream Show afterwards at 7 p.m. with Terry Renner and Callie Healer and Allie Heart and Soul Connected.
Awesome.
And
So-
then I have to look at the book.
Okay. For me, I will be back later, about
The part show.
1.5 hours from now. for the fart show. So it might sound weird, but we are doing polls. We will be doing readings regarding ancestral traumas or ancestral things that you can release right now so posterity doesn't inherit it. So if you're interested in that, check the channel out. Few hours from now I'll be back, and then on Sunday I will be back again for Soul Cloud. So the topic for next Soul Cloud is about breaking breaking the prophecy. So what will happen, or what happens if you receive this prediction and it didn't come true? So many of us can relate to that. How is it related to free will, timelines, and the Akashic Records? And then afterwards, we'll have Akashic Records readings and energy clearing. So if you didn't receive a reading today, you can try again on Sunday on my channel. So make sure that you are subscribed. So thank you so much, everyone. And thank you to the mods who helped us today immensely. Thank you,
Right.
Diana.
And Pierrette, I see you. Goodbye. And Mona, hello and goodbye. Garnet, hello and goodbye. And so, everybody, thank you so much for coming and staying with us. I hope everybody feels better. And just because your name wasn't called doesn't mean it wasn't a reading for you. If it resonated, it belonged to you. Bye, everybody. See you soon. Happy Imbolc.